Okay, major and minor triads. Looking at the harmony that can be found in the major scale. So, as we've discussed before, two notes played together forms a harmony, whether major harmony or minor harmony. As we know the major scale now, root, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, perfect octave. Okay, so let's take an example of C. So it will be C as root, the major second of C is D, the major third is E, perfect fourth F, perfect fifth is G, major sixth is A, and major seventh is B, and then C. Okay. So now there is this certain tree group of notes among this 8 note 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tree group of notes which are known as triads. Okay, now triads, as the name suggests, is made out of tree. We may have major triad, we may have minor triad. Now each individual note from the scale, they have their own triad. Do you understand what that means? That means a triad in a scale is formed by stacking third after third, which simply means I'll start from C. The second of C is D, which will not be using. We'll be using the third of C. So C, I will be using the third of E. Third of E happens to be not F but G. So 1, 3, 5. Okay. 1 major scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of this, root, third, and the third of this third. E ka third will be G. C ka third is E. E third is G. So together we have this a major triad. Okay, so now how we can understand it? In two ways we can look at the formula of major triad. One, root, which is C itself, and the major third, which is E. Okay, and the minor third, which is G. I mean the minor third of E. The major third of C is E. The minor third of E is G. Okay, so root, major, minor. Root, major, minor. That's your formula for the major triad. Or either you can think of it as root, major third, and perfect fifth. Okay, so anyway, here C, E, G happens to be the C major triad. Okay, please note this down. This is very, very important in music. Okay, almost everything is important. The only difference in the minor triad now, the only difference in the minor triad is that the third of the major triad is flattened. Okay, so what is the third of C? The third of C was E. So if we do something like C, E flat, and G, so that will be your minor triad. So listen to the sound of major triad, minor triad, Okay, harmonically playing it together, major, more happy, triumphant, majestic, major, people say it, minor, sad, melancholic, lot of tension. Okay, so major triad are there to signify happiness, yeah, a lighter mood, whereas minor triads are there for a minor mood, a sad mood, a melancholic mood. So now the way we have these formulas for major and minor, let me say it to you. It would be better if you can note it down in your diary. So here you go. Root, minor third and major third. What is that? That is a minor triad. Okay, now let's look at the major triad. It is root, major third and minor third. Am I right? Okay, I hope so. Let's do this again. Okay, you have to note that, take note that the root and the fifth remains the same in both major and minor triad. Okay, the only thing that changes is the third note, which is changed by a semitone lower, by flattening it. Okay, what I want you to know is there's no need to go to the minor scale in order to find the minor chord. Okay, just flatten the third of every major triad, you'll get a minor triad. So finally, root, major third, minor third is equal to major triad, or you can say root, major third, perfect fifth. Now root, minor third and major third is your minor triad, or you can say root, minor third and a perfect fifth. Okay, so notice the root and fifth remains the same. Now we will have to build triad of all the notes of the major scale. Okay, now let's take a look at the triad that can be built off the major scale, starting from the root. Okay, so now C, the third is E, the third is G. So what is C to E? C to E is a major and E to G is a minor third, so it becomes a major triad. Now let's look at the second note of C, which is D. Now D, the third of D, okay, in the context of C major will be F. Okay, now the third of F will be A. Now what is D to F? D to F is not a major triad, a major third. Okay, it's a minor third. So here you go, that's a minor triad then. Okay, so D, the third of D, the minor third of D, F, and the major third of major third of F is A. Okay, so root, minor, major becomes your minor triad. Now let's look at the third note, which is E. Now E, the third of E is G, and the third of G is B. Now what is E to G? E to G is a minor. Okay, do the semitones again, you'll know it. So E to G is a minor and G to B is a major. So again we have a minor, root, minor, major, root, minor, major. That is your minor again. Okay, so now let's look at the fourth note of the scale, which is F. Now F, the third of F is A and the third of A is C. Now F to A is a major triad, a major third, and A to C is a minor third. So here hence we have this combination, root, major, minor. What is it? It's a major triad. Now let's look at the fifth note, which is G. G, then the third of G is B, then the third of B is D. So G to B is a major triad and B to D is a minor. So this G to B is a major third, sorry for that, excuse me, and B to D is a minor third, so it becomes a major triad. Now let's look at the sixth note of the C scale, major scale. So A, the sixth is A. So A, the third of A is C and the third of C is E. A to C is a minor triad and A to C is a minor third and C to E is a major third. So naturally the triad will be minor. Okay, now let's look at the seventh note, which is B. So here we have a different kind of triad. Okay, so now listen to the formula of this triad. It is made out of root, minor third with another minor third, so it is a diminished triad. If you are into jazz and blues guitaring, you should be well acquainted with the playing of Robin Ford, and that's what I know right now. And now let me play this major scale tone chords for you. Okay, now as we were doing the triads on C major, okay, the first happens to be a major triad which is built off on C. The second happens to be a minor triad which is built on D. The third happens to be a minor again. Okay, the fourth is major, fifth is major, sixth is minor. Now seventh is diminished, and seventh is again, the octave is again major. Okay, so now note this down. This will be very, 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 and many more very helpful. Okay, so major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, major. Okay, as in C major triad, D minor triad, E minor triad, F major triad, G major triad, A minor triad, B diminished triad, and C major triad. Okay, luckily now the same thing goes for all the other 11 major scale. Okay, so if you look at let's say F major scale. Okay, now F major scale, now I already know this formula. Let's say like major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. So if I now, what I have to do is now I have to know the scale of F. It's F major scale, all the notes are natural except for B flat. Okay, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. Okay, that's the F major scale. So now if I was working on a F major scale triad, so it will be F major, G minor, A minor, then B flat major, then C major, then D minor. Okay, then we have E diminished triad, and then followed by F again. If you want to go for G, it's the same thing: G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, B minor. Since G has an F sharp, so it will be F sharp diminished. Okay, so there are other triads also. I guess it will be a little longer for this video. I will continue it on the other video. I hope you will take this lesson. Okay, fun is just starting, I guess.